Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case Conspiracy, Case 43. I lost my hunting Xerda. Let's start chapter 2, and I think we are going to really find out what our victim really was. I know exactly what your victim was doing, Thea. There was an arrest warrant out for Kyla. She was a tomb robber. Knew it. What? Our victim was one of those people who steal artifacts from graves? Yes. Kyla was suspected of robbing a number of high-profile tombs across the world. She must have been doing the same here. What's more, her modus operandi is always the same. She sells and stolen artifacts from local antique stores. Just like the shop here in Old Town, it's become the go-to place to buy certain artifacts. Remember that antique store, Thea? It's where I bought that lovely deer headlock the last time you were here. Oh, I knew it. I sensed that, so... But you're right, there's a chance the victim sold or stolen goods to that store. We need to find proof. Let's go. Wait, are we gonna meet that guy who owns that antique shop? I forgot his name. Alright, let's go to the antique store. The one we haven't visited in 5 years. Well, it certainly changed. I don't remember this part. Or maybe it's just another perspective because I remember in the first season that we were looking at the whole store and the front door was in the crime scene. You could see the front door. I think this is now behind perspective. If you know what I mean. Katria, judging by the initials and what, it belonged to our victim. That means she definitely came here. Taking a look inside a wallet might prove useful, I agree. And now we need to figure out whether anybody actually bought her stolen artifacts. And the store is locked, which should provide us with the answer. Can you recall the fate of writing, Katria? Okay. Alright, let's dust the logbook. Let's see. Did somebody buy her artifacts? Yeah, there are a lot of names and I don't think this is going to help us. There you account the writing in the store's logbook, but there's way too much info for us to comb through. If anyone can scrutinize this logbook to find out whether any illegal artifacts exchange hands, it's Ramirez. Let's send it to him. Knew it. Alright, Ramirez, we got a job for you again. 6 hours. Alright, now let's look through her wallet. Wait, that's her and... Oh, it's Chief's husband. We found a photo in our victim's wallet, Katria. As clearly our victim is a teenager. But is that the Chief's husband with her? Katria, what was Ray Parker doing with our victim? Did you know her before her tomb robbing days? Let's see what Mr. Parker has to say for himself. Okay. Well, maybe that was before she started to rob tombs, so... Lieutenant Katria, what a surprise. I was just about to have my weekly glass of whiskey. May I offer you one? No, we're not here to drink. I can't drink on the job, so... We'll pass. Thanks. Mr. Parker, we're investigating the Bruno Kyla market, and we came across this photo. Kyla's been murdered here in Greensboro. I didn't even know she was in town. How did you know Kyla, Mr. Parker? She is my sister's daughter. My sister died in a tragic fishing accident when Kyla was a child. I tried to be a good uncle to Kyla. I took her to museums, taught her fishing, and instilled a strong moral compass in her. A strong moral compass? Then how did Kyla end up robbing ancient tombs? Kyla was a thief. Surely you must be mistaken. I'm afraid not. There are arrest warrants out for your niece in several countries, Mr. Parker. I had no idea, Lieutenant Kathria. As a historian, I'm appalled to my very core. Okay, so you didn't know. Kathria, I can't believe the chief's husband is a suspect in yet another investigation. The chief won't be pleased. Well, we had no choice, so... Anyway, Mr. Parker seemed genuine when he said he didn't even know Kyla was in town, let alone that she was robbing Toms. And was spotted. Mr. Parker was holding his whiskey glass to his right hand. I'll add to his profile. Oh, I don't want him to be the murderer. No, no. And if he does turn out to be the killer, then the chief isn't going to like that at all. Let's check out the store transactions. Did anybody buy the artifacts? Where did you find the antique store's logbook, Ramirez? The owner of the store was evidently involved in something shady. I compared the purchase and sale orders to the inventory, and the store has way more certain artifacts than it should. The majority are totally unaccounted for. So the antique store was definitely buying stolen certain artifacts. Did they come from our victim? They must have. There's only a handful of active tomb robbers in the world, and Kyla was the only one known to be in Greensboro. Then I think it's either had a war with whoever owns the store these days, Katria. That would be Hazel Galloway. She's been running the store since her father, Desmond, retired. Oh, he retired. Well, let's confront this Hazel about buying stolen goods from our victim. Oh, I thought we were gonna meet this guy again. But now we find out that he retired. Alright, let's go talk to Hazel then. Detectives, how may I help you? Can I interest you in an accent piece for your living room, perhaps? We're not here to buy anything, Miss Galloway. We know you are dealing in illegal Xerda artifacts stolen by Kyla Markham. Oh no, I knew this day would come. I just didn't realize it would be so soon. The truth is, Kyla came to me with a deal that I couldn't refuse. People aren't content with buying ugly 70s side tables anymore. They want something more exotic. Kyla swore to me she could smuggle artifacts out of Xerda without getting caught, and that my sales would rocket. Well, if you're here, I guess she did get herself caught. Not exactly, Miss Galloway. Kyla's been murdered. She's dead? That's horrible. Indeed. And not only are you now a suspect in her murder, we are also taking you into custody for the illegal trade of certain artifacts. Alright, she's in custody then. When we found the victim's body in that chamber, I never would have imagined she was pillaging its valuables and selling them to the store, Katria. Clearly we need to learn more about her. Let's re-examine that site outside the sacrificial chamber. Okay. How did she get down there in the first place without getting caught? We need to find out about it. And did any of our suspects know that she was a tomb robber? Okay, there's a phone. And a sign with her face crossed out. And I see that this sign is supposed to tell that she's not allowed to get here. She's not allowed to go here, so... I think the killer might have known that she was a tomb robber, so I think he did. Yeah, the torn cloth stinks of chloroform. Well, yeah, she was knocked with chloroform. We know that our killer used chloroform to knock Kyla out before the murder. This cloth must be what they used to do it. Putting the pieces back together might give us a clue as to our killer's identity. And what the heck? That sign has our victim's face on it, yeah, and it's crossed out in red. Why would someone have painted Kyla's face on a sign? Backing up someone that blue sauce should tell us. That's not a cell phone, it's anyone's guess who it might belong to. But if it's here, we must look into it. Let's unlock it. Okay. Okay, so we got 3 clues. Alright, first let's unlock her phone. Or somebody else's phone. No. Oh, it is her phone. Katia, we're in luck. The cell phone belonged to our victim. Katia will tell us if there's something of interest on it. Let's set her the cell phone. Okay. Alright, 12 hours for it, wow. Alright, find something useful about her and maybe about our suspects, so... Okay, let's collect these. Keep out, thief. Oh, so somebody did know that she was a thief, so... Continue, back out the sources for that side, reveal the message. Somebody wrote, keep out, thief, next to our victim's face. Continue, somebody must have known what Kyla was up to her in these ruins. And putting the suspects to the side on the microscope might tell us who. Okay. Alright, now let's restore this cloth. Alright. Yeah, the chlorophyll soaked cloth is covered in hair. Hopefully Robin can tell us if they belong to our killer. Yeah. It definitely will. 6 hours only. 2 analysis. Wow. Alright, so now let's analyze this blue powder. Let's see who put that sign outside the temple. Dig dust. Oh. The substance clear from the sign was something called digging dust, Tria. Apparently, it's a cleaning powder used by archaeologists to remove dirt from historical objects without damaging them. Bruno, that's gotta be him. We've only met one person who might use such a product, and that's Bruno Kemper. Bruno swore he had no idea who the victim was when they called her murder, but obviously he was lying. We need to talk to him again, Tria. Knew it. I knew that he already knew her. He lied. Let's go talk to Bruno again. You knew the victim and you didn't tell us. Mr. Kemper, you told us you didn't know our victim's identity. Yet we found a sign you made with her face on it calling her a thief. Well, what I told you wasn't entirely untrue. I didn't know her name, I just saw her on the site. A few days back, I stopped to take a break after I accidentally cut my right hand. I was about to disinfect it with a drop of whiskey from my flask when I noticed a girl. At first I thought she must have gotten separated from her tour group, but then I saw her grab an ancient vase and slip it into her backpack. I gave chase, but she got away. I put aside after shame her into never coming back. How dare she steal from my sight? Well, if the other discovers that you took more drastic action to keep her away, you'll spend the rest of your days behind bars, Mr. Kemper. Alright, so far he's the #1 suspect. Let's first check out victim's cell phone. Was there something fishy on it? Earth stuff will give you a serious case of wanderlust, Tria. She has pictures from all around the globe. Her job might have been morally dubious, but I'd be tempted to rob Thomas myself if he bet I could see the world. I'm not sure what eyes would say about that, Cathy. Anyway, did you find anything useful on that cell phone? I sure did. The victim was messaging someone called Laura Crosby. Oh. The messages started off friendly enough, though they were too cryptic for me to figure out what they were talking about. But Laura's messages got angrier and angrier, with the last one demanding that Kyla hand over Laura's share of the profits. Oh! Laura's share of the profits. This could only mean one thing. Laura was involved in our victim's tomb robbing business. She's not the tour guide, so I think it's time you spoke to Miss Crosby again. Don't you, Katria? Yeah. She has something to explain. You were an accomplice. Alright, now... No, that's not what I wanted to do. I clicked the wrong. Chloroform soaked cloth. Robert, what did you find on that cloth covered in chloroform? Well, it's certainly the cloth that you could have used on the victim. I found her skin cells on it. Well, what was more interesting were those hairs on the cloth. I put them on the microscope, And I realized that the hairs weren't human, they came from a cat. But as there were no traces of cat hair on the victim's body, it must be Akira who left those hairs on the cloth. So Akira was a cat, eh? Well, I'm positive you'll have our cat-loving killer behind bars soon enough, Thea. And you're right, Laura Crosby mentioned having a cat when we spoke to her earlier. I'll note it down. Alright. I'm still gonna have a word with you if there's something fishy about you. That we are going to find out now. Miss Crosby, the game's up. We know that you were an accomplice in Kyla Markin's tomb robbing. Did you kill her because she didn't hold up her end of deal? How did you find out about that, Lieutenant Thea? Well, I suppose there's no point trying to hide it anymore. I'm the one who told Kyla how to get into the site after hours. Kyla promised that once she'd sold the artifacts, she'd split the profits with me. But I didn't see a penny of it. I realized she'd just used me to get access to the site. She never intended to give me my share of the money. I'd have given her the back of my right hand if I'd seen her. Instead, I settled for her drowning my sorrows in a bottle of whiskey. Let's hope that's all you did, Miss Crosby. Either way, Lieutenant Katia is taking you to custody for your part in Kyla's crimes. Alright, second person we have in custody now. And also, she's the #1 suspect. I kinda have a feeling it was her. Katia, this case is getting more complicated by the minute. We learned that our victim was a tomb robber who raided certain ruins and sold the artifacts on the black market. But we are no closer to learning who left her dead on an altar with her heart cut out. It was a shock to learn that Kyla was the niece of Ray Parker, the chief's husband, but he claims he had no idea about her tomb robbing activities. A thick deal of Hazel Galloway knew exactly what the victim was doing, however. She was buying stolen certain artifacts from the victim to sell in her shop. Tour guide Laura Crosby was also in on the sheet. She gave Kyla access to the site in exchange for a share of the profits, which she never received. Oh, what's going on? Is someone having a fight again? We have several people in custody for their involvement in the victim's crimes, but... Damn, what's that commotion? It sounds like it's coming from the chief's office. Oh... Diane, please, let us talk about this. I want you out of my station, Ray. You lied to me. Oh... I don't think this is gonna go well. It's a fight between husband and wife. I don't think this is gonna go well. Alright, we're gonna start here and continue playing chapter 3. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!